Hello and welcome back to some Wintermute in Long Dark. And in the previous episode, if I have it on me somewhere, see how prepared I am for this, but I managed to get, I retrieved the legendary spear from the hunting lodge, and I also repaired it because it was broken. Bit of a spoiler if you haven't seen the previous episode or played the game yourself, but yes. The spear was broken, we fixed it, so now we need to get back to Jeremiah, the trapper. And we are over here in the maintenance yard in Broken Railroad. And we need to go all the way back. Through Fallen Muskeg, all the way back to Mystery Lake and to the trapper's cabin where Jeremiah is. And this is going to be a bit of a trek. So I hope you, well, follow me on the journey and enjoy what's about to come. Hopefully we don't get ambushed or jumped by any wolves. But yeah, so don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you feeling extra fancy. That would be super awesome and nice if you did. But the choice is yours, so I will start moving. I don't hear a wolf. And right now I don't see one either. Let's scoot over here. The wolves can be stealthy, they can hide behind the terrain and stuff, so you need to be a bit careful. I don't think there is a wolf here. That's good. Yep. Okay, that's actually nice. That's awfully nice. Let's see if we can move along at a bit of a nicer pace than a snail's pace. Let's see. Careful so we don't break a leg or anything, which you absolutely can do, and it's horrendously bad. It's not a good thing. But if you think that the sound with me talking is worse than it was before, you're probably correct, because some of my sound treatment had to be taken down due to some complications and annoyances. Basically how I had it setup didn't really work, so I have to find a new way. Which means it's... well, it's a bit more fiddly and it's going to take a little bit more time, so hopefully it's not too bad. I can hear the echo. It's hopefully not coming through in the mic. But and if you think I sound a bit funny, it's because on top of the acoustics not being as good as it was before, I also have some wounds in my mouth, which is annoying. Yes, it's super annoying. Hurts. Feels awkward in general, but we have almost rambled about myself a bit too much while moving along, which is, well, not necessarily a bad thing, but we have almost gone through, and yeah, coming from this side, you can follow the rails, because of you can go up this and then drop down, but you can't go this way the other way. So now that I have gone from that side to this side, I can't go from this side to that side straight over. I have to go around and up, which takes a bit more time. And yeah, if you're playing this game in survival mode, which is the procedural like random survival playthroughs, you really need to know the map, and like sort of not necessarily exactly where all the animals spawn, like where the wolves are precisely, but sort of this area most likely has like this amount of wolves or this probability of wolves, so I need to be careful. Knowing stuff like that and where stuff spawns ish. And then the most important thing, like the roads, like how do you go from here, for example, to here? Because on this map, you don't see exactly how you would traverse the terrain. So knowing that is super important. Not, I would say it's important on difficulty of Stalker and above, especially on Interloper, but Stalker is also good to know your way around, but lower than that you can make do with without knowing. So I would suggest that if you're new, just start a random, like a new survival round and do it on the lowest difficulty, even if it's super easy. Just run around, see where things are, like just do that, and that way you learn the map a bit. You don't have to like take notes of that's where that is, that's where this is, just so you have enough to know. So you know where to go. I think I will actually do this. Actually use a flare. But yeah, map awareness is super important, and if you can learn at least how to navigate the maps in general, like how do you go from one side to the other and back again, basically, without freezing to death or running out of food and water and stuff like that. If you can do that on lowest difficulty, so you know that will help you tremendously when you then bump the difficulty up. A lot of times you will find things where it seems to be logical where they should be. Other times you don't. Sometimes things are hidden. And why you need to go that way, bloody wolf. But yeah, so okay, good. You're running that way. I will then see if I can move along a bit quicker. Yeah, having at least like a flare or two flares is very important. Flares are really, really good. When it comes to keeping wolves at bay, they're super good. Wolves will not attack you if you have a flare lit. You have to light it though. And once it's lit, it you can't make it stop. And what you can also do with a flare is start a fire. So if you say haven't found any matches or haven't really found anything, all you have is like a bunch of sticks, a flare, and basically you can make a campfire, and that's it. That's all you have. Then you can light that with the flare if you have one. I think here comes my lack of knowledge, really. I think on lower difficulties you can on lower difficulties you can find yourself starting with flare, I think, depending on how the difficulty level, some might even just straight up give you matches. I'm not sure exactly how the loadout for the various difficulty settings are, but if I remember correctly, you do get some at least a flare. But if you're starting on interloper, you're pretty much naked. Like you don't really have anything, and that is just not equipment like tools and gear such as matches and flares and stuff. It's also clothes. Like you don't have a lot of clothes when you start on interloper, and yeah, and on interloper the temperature is really cold from the start, so it's very easy if you don't know where you need to go on a map to get frostbite and maybe even just flat out die. You freeze to death and it's game over. So yeah, like map awareness and knowing where to go and what to do and how you can solve immediate issues is very important. Now, coming up here, a bit of a spoiler alert, but still, we will have a cutscene. I don't think there are any wolves around, so let's run along a little bit.
Not feeling so cocky now, huh? And all it took was for me to go full-on Grizzly Adams. I'd better get out of here before he comes back.
Yeah, don't get too cocky. We still don't need to worry about like encountering the bear. There is still some time before that becomes a thing. So it's a neat little cutscene, basically reminding us that the bear is there. What was that? Whatever. I should probably see if there is a wolf up here. Because I need to get one in Mystery Lake region. So don't think that's a wolf. Maybe I shot all of them, so... And they haven't respawned yet. That may very well be the case. Yeah. That... I think that may be the wolf that... Yeah, that's probably the wolf I shot in a previous episode. Yeah, so we are going to get back to the cabin this episode. So it's going to be a bit of a travel heavy, but at least we shouldn't need to do like just a transport episode from A to B, where the only quest is to get back. We should also have a new objective. And to be honest, I cannot remember what sort of the... Yeah, I cannot remember what the next like what the next step is in the quests. I know where we sort of end up, but yeah, really gorgeous. Like, I really like the art style, and it's really well, it fits really well with the sort of pastel, like watercolor feel to it. Yeah, it looks nice. So okay, we're nearly there. Nearly there. So, let's see if we can run a bit. There is a bit of a cutscene once we enter, but shouldn't be super long. It we'll see. Don't think there's much point in continuing once we have the next objective though, so we'll see how quick this is.
Did you find it?
The legend might be bunk, but the spear is real.
Maybe the legend is also real. Let's hope so, for your sake.
Yeah, the bear is definitely tracking me. You have any luck with the radio?
I did. Did you see the lights in the night sky, the aurora? Well, when that flared up, the radio came to life. Just lit up, started spitting out noise, but it was all gibberish. Bits and pieces of things. Music, talking. I think it needs more range, a more powerful signal. If we could find a way to boost the signal strength when the aurora is active, we might be able to get a message out.
Let me guess. You have an idea.
You're starting to get it, Mackenzie. I was digging through some old geological survey maps.
Those look like military insignia stamped on there.
Focus, Mackenzie! Now, this survey shows a series of radio transponder towers that cross back and forth across Great Bear.
Now, why would those be there?
Good question. But for another time. We can use these.
How?
Each tower has some electronics that'd serve like a signal booster to make sure the message gets to the next relay.
Okay.
Well, you get me 2, maybe 3 of those, and I might just be able to rig us up our own signal booster.
You might, huh? And I guess I need to do this while old Bear decides if I'm going to become the next chapter in his legend?
Don't be silly. Spence's bear would be long gone by now. That was 150 years ago.
Maybe he has, I don't know, genetic memory.
Ridiculous idea. But there's definitely a bear out there, and he's definitely interested in you. You'll just have to take your chances.
Says the guy safely inside the wooden cabin.
Damn it! You think I want to be in here? I need to get a message out, and this might be the only way.
What message? What does this have to do with me contacting my friend?
There's more at stake than you and your friend! Please, Mackenzie, get me those boosters. I'll fix the radio, and the first call we'll make will be to Perseverance Mills. I promise.
Okay, I'm on it. I'll be back with the transponder parts.
Watch your back, Mackenzie.
What do I have to worry about? I have a legendary 150-year-old demon bear hungry for my blood. Bullets don't stop him, but I'm armed with basically a medieval weapon, which I'm sure will do the trick. I'm stuck in this winter wasteland where lights in the sky make the power flicker and electronics explode, and the only people I seem to meet are all slightly crazy. And this is all after I crashed my plane deep in the wilderness and somehow lost my ex-wife along the way, and I'd really kind of like to find her back.
Don't forget about the wolves.
Let's get on with it.
Yep. So, just to summarize what we need to do. First off, we need to go back to... yes, we need to go to Fallen Muskeg. And in Fallen Muskeg, we need to go to these signals. Basically we need to make a full lap all the way around to get these, and finish this part of the quest. And if I remember correctly, we will have a use for the spear at this point, because the hunting rifle will not work against the bear. So yeah, and the spear is a bit finicky to use. It's not the easiest thing to, and it's very simple to use it incorrectly. Yeah. Remove all of that. That's a kilo unnecessarily. Don't need all of those. That's almost half a kilo, and then it's pretty much just food. So I think some salty crackers and some soda. Wash it down. And I think we will end this episode here. So yeah, so basically what we need to do now is go to Fallen Muskeg, get these transponders, which are in these towers. And this may actually be like 2 episodes. This probably will take some time to finish. And yeah. And then we need to basically get back as well. So yeah. We will start this next episode. So with that, I think we shall round off, and that means on screen you should be able to see YouTube recommendation, quick access to subscribe button, and a quick access to the playlist for the series. So with that, thanks for watching. Goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.